Good afternoon, hi there. Today we're going to change two LCDs. First will be J1. It's LCD screen broken, but precautionary always buy screen and touch. Sometime while you are removing the touch it breaks. I've done it before, so I'm pretty much sure it will be easy for me to do it. And the second is S3 mini glass, but it's for the same customer. But first I'm gonna do J1, and then I'm gonna do a separate video for the S3 mini. Let's start with the J1. With this phone, what I've noticed is it also opens from front. I remember down, so these screws are irrelevant to the repair of LCD, and or maybe I don't know, I don't remember though. Let's start doing it. Remove the battery, left memory card and SIM card, which usually I don't keep. This face of it's like a crown. Now I remember that we need to remove these screws, so let's remove the screws first. I'm just gonna pause it here and remove all the screws. There are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 screws, and then there is a clip. This we remove it to release the LCD. There you go. That's to remove the LCD. Let's remove all the screws. So once all the screws are out, you can see it there, then we're gonna start removing it. It's like a crown around the LCD. This cover is like a crown. So I use my nails. You can use guitar pick, that flats, screwdriver, all those sort of things. It has few locks around. You can see it's coming out. Just be careful you don't break the rubber of that power button. Ouch. Sorry about the interruption. We carry on with this. Half is done almost. Okay, here there is a trick. The trick is not working today because sometimes you have to shake it, and there we go, it's out. Now only this side is left.
Do you know how to buy that sheet?
Here we go. This came out. Don't be worried. Just keep it aside. Don't lose it. It's difficult to find it. And then what is left?
One of these on the second.
As I explained you earlier, these things open from front. So let's heat it up a bit. Sure. Just remove your memory card. But the cell phone number is the same what is written at the back. Leave that sticker there. So you see, we have to heat it up. Yeah, then I would know it's you. Heat up nicely because we don't want to break the touch. We want to remove it nicely so we can put it back again. Here the LCD is broken. Doesn't display at all. So even if you heat up extra, an LCD gets any mark in case if the LCD is broken. You don't need to worry, but distribute the heat evenly so we don't have any problem removing it. Now it looks like that it's enough hot. It should come off easy. Again, try to go through the touch with that kind of place where you see that some kind of scratches or it's broken or something like that, so you don't leave mark onto the middle cover face or whatever they call it. So now I have to stick in my thumb here. This is the best tool I use. You know that how much force you are putting. You don't break something. Once you have it off, there's a double tape onto the side. Now you can carry on to the other sides also. Always keep your backup plan like a new touch, so in case if you break it, you don't have to now wait for another one. So when I bought the LCD, I bought the touch along. It can come handy even if I don't use it next time, you know, for another repair. Keep pushing it out from all sides. Here that I also believe that we don't need to remove screws. I just did it because I have done only once this thing. Don't remember that if I opened it with the screws or without screws, so I don't think so that you need to remove screws for this to separate it from the board. Yeah, so you don't need to open those screws that I showed you in the very beginning of the video, that you might have to remove them. You don't have to remove them. That's only if you need to change something in there, because we are changing a screen here, LCD, so we don't need to remove the middle cover, and you can leave that. This is a sealant. I usually use now glue. I'll show you what glue is it. So there you go, J1 is open now, and remove this. I'm gonna put new glue there. Just make it clean, rub it off. Okay, it's out from everywhere. Now we can remove the touch from the LCD, separate it. Always have something sticky, so just be careful when you're removing it that you don't damage the strip. Here we go, and there it is out. Now try to separate the LCD. Leave this bottom one because it's still sticky and we can still use it. LCD is broken, so even if you have to force it out, rather heat up a bit, you know, in case. There it is. Remove. There you go. This is broken. I need to replace it. Nowadays onto the touches there is a border line coming. This is what separates it from the touch, so that watermark or a touching the screen and leaving a spot there does not appear. So remember, if your touch is broken and you're changing the touch or LCD both, then remember to put a double tape onto the borders also, so it doesn't really touch the screen. Always tell to test the screens before you can install them. So I'm just gonna pause here and test it first, and then I'll come back to you. I've connected it and tested it. I'll show you how to close it first. I wanted to test it. It's taking too long. Well, if the battery is a bit low, it's been here from last 2-3 days. Let me just quickly put it to the charging. Okay, here we go. The battery was empty. 0%. Let it go to 1%. Here we go. LCD is working. I'm just gonna check the touch and start closing it. I think battery is very low. Just gonna pause here and charge the battery bit. While I was charging the battery, I put the screws also back. So you don't need to, at the first place, you don't need to remove them though. Got to realize is when I open the phone completely. So the battery is very low. We're just gonna connect the charger there and see if the touch is working. Then I'll close it. Okay, 1% only. Touch is working. So now we did not damage the touch. Let me just start closing it. Now I'll remove that protection paper of the LCD so we can close it finally. Let's just remove this. This mark is on the other side. Don't touch it, otherwise you know it's a mission to clean these things. Once the thumbs mark are there, this will go in back. I'll put it onto the sides. I'll put this glue. I usually use this. If you can't find that, something similar where we remove the tape, double-sided tape. Double-sided tape I've stopped using in the LCD ceiling because they keep coming off. So that glue is quite helpful for me. I hope you find something similar like that. There we go. We just close it. Now this button that fell down in the beginning, you can just pop it in, same as those S3 S4 buttons. Just go in there. You don't need to open the whole phone. You see it's already there, it's working. And then we put this connector back, that cushion thingy onto the connector. Okay, goes this way. There we go. And it doesn't want to go, then just force it in. First these two clips are going to go in there. There you go. And now we can put this crown back. That will be a little bit difficult. Not that difficult, but you have to be sure these locks that are there are not bent or anything. As long as they are smooth, it will go easy. And try it quick. Don't waste much time there. You can hear that lock fitting nicely. Just go all around. Remember to put it through the button. This side also. Use your nails or that guitar pick thing to bring it over the these locks. There we go, fitting bit by bit. All around it's fine, just got stuck a bit here. As I said you that there must be something, there is a lock there, not entering in nicely. Okay, this one I just pushed it in from the volume button. There is a lock in here. I pushed it in and it went in, and only now by the button we are stuck a bit. Have to close it with force, but always remember there are locks there for a reason. If those locks are not fitting properly, it's not gonna close it. Only one left. I think this button is getting stuck a bit, this power button. I'm not gonna break anything there for sure. So there was a lock that was giving me very hard time here. Just see that if the locks are fitted properly. If they are, then it will take a second that to close. But if your locks are a little bit bent or anything, goes over here, then it can give you really hard time to close it off, like it did with me just now onto the power button side. But now I just saw that one lock was a bit skewed here, so I just made it straight, and then it went through nicely. You can see closed everywhere. This is the glue that I was talking to you about. Excess you can just remove it by rubbing it, or take a wet thinners cloth and just rub it and it will go off. It's closed. These screws you don't need to open when you are changing touch or LCD. I think that there we go. So this is how we do J1 LCD replacement or touch replacement. Both of the things are attached to each other. For one video you can learn both of them, how to change LCD and touch. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe, and I hope to see you again. Bye.